And so my name's Brewster. I'm 17. We have somewhere in page there. And before I get started, I want to say Jerry Brewster is not my father. I've heard this numerous times. He's my uncle. I treat him like a father, and I love my father. But all right. So before I get started, really, was in January when the team group, Neil and I went on yesterday about Dawson, Georgia as a team group rally. And that's when I first started to realize, what Neil did, what he does, it's pretty cool. I want to do it. So we talked about it, and you really know me. I mean, I like to talk. And so Neil said, you know what, we can make that happen, like I said. Okay. So I'm here to talk about happiness. And happiness is the thing that a lot of us sometimes lack or have a lot of. Okay? So I'm going to ask you guys right now, who knows what happiness means in one definition? Anybody know? Love. Love? Good. Anybody else? That's right.
Peaceful.
Okay. Well, I looked in the dictionary and it says, happiness is a mental or emotional state of well-being by positive or pleasant emotions. Well, that's true. I can define happiness as one word, and that's God. Okay? Now, with God, we can be happy and do whatever we want to do, because with happiness we have God, and God, it makes us happy. So, I was going to say this, but church say amen. Amen. Now, it is true that without God, we are nothing, and nothing in this world is without God. Am I right?
Amen.
So, now, what makes us happy? That's a question that a lot of us have to ask each other. What makes us happy? So, the first thing is probably money. Do you agree? I mean, money makes a lot of people happy. So, who wants $5?
He's actually giving her.
Are you happy? You happy? See? All right. Second example is cars, right? So I'm pretty sure cars make people happy. Okay, now everybody's happy now. You have money, cars. I mean, this isn't necessarily we've ever seen. So you got money, you got a car. Well, guess what? Those things deteriorate. They go away. They don't last. Once we're gone, they're gone, right? So I'm sorry, but the bank just called me $5 a day. So I need that back. And guess what? You crashed your car. So I need that back. So you see that how fast that goes away? Money, cars are gone. But guess what? I got it. He's here, and you always will be here. Okay? So yes, you were in debt, car's gone, and crashed it, even though it's a Ford, doesn't matter. Same thing. Okay, now people ask me, how do you live in life with, people have cars, houses, whatever they want. It's really cool stuff. And some people say, well, I live in poverty, and it's scary out there, and it is. But I'll bet you 100 years living in poverty and being poor is nothing to compare to eternity in heaven with everything you know. So keep that in mind about being happy. It's that little things make you seem happy, but look at the bigger picture. It always gets better. It always will get better. A lot of you are like, what's going on? I'm 17 years old. I'm not doing taxes. I don't know this stuff yet. But you know what? It's an adventure, and I'll try to stay happy and positive. So I found a survey online to ask what makes us unhappy. So talk about what makes us happy, cars, money, houses, people. What makes us unhappy? So found this online, and number 5 is over-analyzing decisions. I bet you a lot of people do that. I do it too. I'll make a decision, and you say to yourself, was I made the right choice? Is this right? Did I do this for my family, for myself? Well, what we need to do for those is just make a choice and stick to it. I know it's like parents and figures, it's hard. I mean, just try your hardest to really focus on what's important for the matter at hand. And then, let's see. Okay, so then number 4 on the list is eating junk food. And I saw that, I'm like, I don't do that. I mean, if you see a plate of broccoli and cheeseburger, that's what makes you happy, right? So I saw that. I didn't really agree with it, but it was true. It's scientifically proven that once you eat junk food, you have a 51% chance of being more depressed or unhappy because of the way it makes you feel, and you think about what was the right choice. And that ties in with the number 5, over-analyzing decisions. So then number 3 is a wandering mind. And I know a lot of people do that. You're sitting there at your job, you're sitting there at home doing whatever, and you start daydreaming. And you think of good things, but then sometimes you think bad things. And then you start getting upset. I mean, you can be sitting somewhere, having fun, being good, and you're sitting there and you start thinking, this isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And so a wandering mind can cause some issues. Now, number 2 is very true, is not enough sleep. I know a lot of you guys, when you're not getting enough sleep, you're crabby in the mornings. But you get grumpy, irritable, irritated, and that causes unhappiness. And so make sure y'all get your sleep. And then number 1 is too little time to get everything done. And yes, I'm talking to you mothers. Because I know a lot of y'all have issues with, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for this, I can't get my kid here, can't go there. But you know what? You should have to realize life is short, so is time, so appreciate every single second of it. And I know that God's with you, and we're all with Him. So now, here's one tip that I learned in my psychology class I took last year. It's called, in my psychology class, it's something called the placebo effect. The placebo effect is what you teach yourself, and it's a mind trainer. So basically what happens is, if you smile 5 times a day at yourself in the mirror, at work, home, school, I don't care, go in the mirror and smile at yourself. I know it seems weird, but you want to just go ahead and do it. Because the placebo effect trains your minds to constantly feel like you're happy. So when you treat yourself into being happy, you can be happy. Okay. So the last thing I have to say about happiness is that happiness is a choice and a lifestyle. You can choose to be happy or choose not to be. It's up to you. So then, the Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, happiness is the most desired emotion. And he's right. So before I go, I have 3 questions to ask you real fast. Are you happy? What's holding you back from being happy? And what are you willing to do to change it? So are you happy? What's holding you back from being happy?